So guys, I was playing my dinosaur commander deck versus my Miram commander deck with my friend. And the sad thing is this was an actual game. Basically I just I felt bad about killing my friend super early. So I just kept on, basically just building an army out of things I drew. So some of the earlier things we had, of course, Gishath was the commander, and I guess the first dinosaur I got out. Of course, it's been since destroyed, so I gotta pull this out of here, out of my graveyard, really quick, if I can find it. Where are you? Right here. Okay. Quicksilver Amulet. So this costs 4, and you can pay 4 and tap it to put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So I used that to get Zatalpa. And then I was stuck on mana for a while, so pretty much all I had was Zatalpa for a bit, other than I had Ranging Raptors, but that didn't do me any good because the Miram deck has flyers, although I kept killing them with damage spells and stuff. But then I had the Thundering Spineback, giving other dinosaurs I control +1/+1, and I can pay 6 to make a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token. And of course, I had these guys here from the ability here. Anyway, so then I eventually got my 8 mana since I couldn't do Gishath from the Quicksilver Amulet since it was my commander and wasn't in my hand. So once I got Gishath out, I waited to attack. I mean, technically I did a lot of damage before then, but I just held off for a bit to make Gishath big. So then I did increasing savagery once. So put 5 +1/+1 counters on target creature. And then a few turns later, I did it again to put another 10, which then exiles it. So that is the 15 counters here on Gishath, plus the additional +1/+1 from the Thundering Spineback. So he was a 23/22, and then attacked once and killed pretty much every dragon there was on the opposing side, and then got out Verdant Sun's Avatar along with Territorial Hammerskull and the Kinjali Sunwing. And then, what else? Oh, I cast Polyraptor at some point in there. And then I got out Zakama from casting. So then I got to untap all my lands. So I was constantly using the 3 damage, the 3 mana here to do 3 damage to target creature. So I just kept doing that multiple times to kill all the dragons. Of course, destroying Crucible of Fire also with Zakama's ability. I didn't even use that to gain life, I didn't use the 3rd ability at all. But then attack again with Gishath and just straight up hit the opponent. And then after that, we kind of whiffed on Galtas. We only got 1 Galta out. But from that, I got the Carnage Tyrant, Galta Primal Hunger, and then I got Raging Swordtooth. When it enters, does 1 damage to each other creature. So I hit a Polyraptor, making a 2nd Polyraptor. Raging Regisaur, and then Thrash of Raptors. Temple Altasaur was also cast somewhere in there before then, so the dragons couldn't even kill my dinosaurs when I attacked, which was kind of hilarious. And then, basically I was just killing dragons here and there with the Zakama, so it was kind of funny. And then Burning Sun's Avatar, so when it enters, deals 3 damage to target opponent, 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. So then I hit another Polyraptor, getting a 3rd copy. And then I also got the Sun-Crowned Hunters, and I had these guys out to make my dinosaurs cheaper, although by the time I got them out, I already had Quicksilver Amulet and enough mana to do anything, so it didn't really matter at that point. But it was kind of sad. I only drew 1 Galta out of 3. Of the 2 other versions would have been nice, because this is the weakest one. So it would have been nice to draw the other 2. But anyway, so then with all of that and the Verdant Sun's Avatar plus the +1/+1 from this guy when they enter, he just gives them. So when they enter, they have 1 bigger than what they are. So this, then gains life equal to that creature's toughness. So when everything was entering plus the life I already had at that point from from him and other creatures entering before that. After Gishath hit and all the 23 cards were drawn and everything else entered from Gishath, then I gained I think it was I forget. It was a lot of life, and I ended up with 101 life total. So pretty destructive there. And once again, this was a real game, but it only happened because my friend was just basically, I kept letting him live because I didn't want to end it that fast because it would have been over turn, let's see, 7 or 6 because of the Quicksilver Amulet and Zatalpa, plus this guy making Zatalpa bigger and attacking with everything. So basically, yeah. But that's what happens when you're screwed on mana for the opponent. But even then, Zakama just takes out pretty much everything with that ability. And once again, I only had 3 mountains, so I could only do 9 damage total. But that took out, that kills pretty much anything except for Earthquake Dragon. So, yeah. And it costs an extra 2 each time you do it to target Miram, but I just killed Miram through combat damage. So, yeah. But anyway, it was a fun game and very interesting. But, yeah, kind of brutal. Also, all the dragons tapped because of the Sun Wing. So then basically, if I was attacking that entire time, once again, it'd be game over very fast. I had 30 opportunities to win, but I didn't take them until the very end. So, yeah. Anyway, cool deck. When it actually works like this, is kind of crazy, but it would almost never get this many cards out just due to the fact that you wouldn't be playing for this long unless the opponent was playing a white life gain, but even then I'm sure you'd kill their stuff by now, because when you're attacking with a 23-22 Gishath and you have Zakama that can kill pretty much anything as soon as it enters the battlefield, it's kind of brutal. Plus life gain on my side and all that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.